Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back to KC Farms. Obviously the seasons are changing. Our favorite season, chicken season, is over and we are moving on. So we've got some changes on the farm. We're going to show you some things we've been working on that we haven't talked about yet. And we've had some more pigs go to new farms and it's been great meeting new people. I did want to show you one thing just in case you have piglets and are wondering. And she's actually doing a lot better now, so it's not going to be a great example, but this little piglet here, I don't know if you can hear how she's breathing. It's probably not picking up, but her sides were kind of caving in just a little bit, but she is doing a lot better now. We hate to use shots and antibiotics, but when these piglets get sick like this, they can go pretty quick from good to bad. So we've been giving this little piglet antibiotics for the last couple days just to make sure she is all right, and she is already doing better. Her sides, this obviously is not her, but when she's breathing, the sides, if you look back here, they cave in. This pig's not doing it, but this is where you'd look towards the rear end of the pig, and the sides will caving in. But she is doing so much better now. That's her over there eating. But just wanted to give you that little update. The piglets are all doing good. She's doing a lot better, which is awesome news. We just came out tonight to check on her again, and she is improving. So that is good news. Another change that we've had is right next door here with Tuck. I don't know if you guys remember from the last video, but Tuck was in here with Joyce, but that is not Joyce. That is Molly. And so we have moved we moved Joyce and Molly into different pens. We saw Tuck trying to breed Joyce again, and that's been disappointing for us. And we're not sure if it's Joyce, is it Tuck, is it Phil, who is it? Because Tuck's had a litter of piglets here on the farm, so we know he's been able to get the job done. We have not gotten anything from Molly, haven't noticed if she's got bred or not. But so we moved them yesterday. We moved Joyce to the back with Phil. We'll go check on them. And we moved Molly up here just to see if changing pigs would help anything. She may have been bred by Phil already. And we'll talk about how we will know who those piglets are from once we get back and we check out Phil. So that's a change we've made. Let's run back there and check out Phil, Joyce, and Thistle. Hey, Two Louise, was dinner good? You getting every last scrap down there? Yeah. Dinner good there, Ryder? Yeah. We're heading to the back. We'll come back and check on you later. All right, we are back here at the back, and there she is. There is Joyce. So she's in here with Joyce and Thistle, Phil, Corey, the boar. I'm sorry, he is a boar, but he's actually a barrow now. So we just switched them up. We did not notice Phil trying to breed her, so don't know if she was technically in heat. Hopefully she wasn't. And how are we going to be able to tell who the dad is? Well, that is actually pretty simple, and it's when we take and send off DNA on the piglets. We'll put both boars down just in case. One way we can tell is we know the date we moved them in here now. So if she ends up having piglets in 2 months, 2.5 months, we know they're not her piglets. But if it's a closer date to when we moved them in here, we send off the DNA of the piglets, and we just put both boars as possible boars, and when we send out DNA, and that will tell us exactly who the dad is. So we're hoping that Joyce was bred to Tuck up there, but now she's in here with Phil. And this is our farthest pen back, all the way in the back of the property, so we're least likely to see when these ones are doing the deed. But she does not look like she's in heat. Doesn't look like Phil has done anything, but Tuck was mounting her the other day, so we assumed that she was in heat. But that's happened 3 times now, so we know she hasn't taken the first 2. But we'll be looking forward, hoping, fingers crossed, that Molly, Joyce, Thistle, that they all take here coming up. But we're talking about change, and this is a big one. I've been working on this a little bit here and there. There's a lot of projects that have more importance, but this is one that I've taken on that I just thought was going to be enjoyable. And that is back here at the pond, and you can see I have been working on draining this. Water was up to here. This is Isaiah digging a hole, but it's starting to dry out. Our pond is just full of muck, as you can see. This is drying out. I used to sink here, but you can see it's muck and we call them cattails. I have not been able to get it all knocked out yet, but we started at the back there. And all we have is the green John Deere with the front loading bucket. And I know that's not the right piece of equipment to do a job like this. I've started making a path here to get down in here once this dries out, and hopefully just start scooping it out a little bit at a time. And the reason why I took that on is I had someone come out here and give me an estimate on what it would cost. And the estimate was right around $6,000, and that was just to drain the pond, clean out the muck, not make it any bigger. So money doesn't grow on trees, and we've got a lot of other important things that we need to spend our money on, and doing the pond was not one of them. So I figured I'm just gonna go after this the best I can, and it's gonna be a long project, and we're gonna try and do it ourselves. So I started back here, as you can see, and I just used the tractor and I dug a big old trench back to here, and we started to drain the pond. I didn't get quite low enough, so I need to come back in and keep scooping it out. I need to get that to drain better because we were starting to get stuck in here. But for the most part, we've got it pretty well drained. So hopefully we can get the rest of this drained out here shortly. If I can't get it drained, at least I can start working on here, coming in the front and just starting to get all this muck out of here. And I've heard from some friends that that muck is super good for garden beds or gardening or anything, very rich soil. So we're gonna use some for that. The reason why it's kind of slowed down here is I broke a seal on the front axle of the tractor, and I'm waiting to get some parts so we can get that fixed. And I don't know how to fix that, but fortunately I know somebody who does, who's been helping me out with the tractors when we have issues. So once we get that part back in, I'm gonna still try to get this cleared out so I can get down in the pond. Now, of course, there's a huge rock here, and I was sinking over there, so hopefully this will work. I needed to make it less steep because I was getting stuck super easy going in there. So crossing our fingers, hoping it's gonna work. The pond was a mess before I started. We weren't being able to use it for anything. We can't go swimming, couldn't go fishing because there was so much muck in there. So I figured, what's the worst that can happen? We couldn't use it then. If it ends up that it doesn't work what I'm doing, we won't be able to use it now. So save some money, see if we can do it ourselves. So anyway, quick update on chickens. This is not a change of anything, but I do love being out here in the afternoon. The sun's going down. Guys, it's 3:30 here, and it is dark. It is getting dark. You can see the moon up there already. It's probably my least favorite time of the year. It's dark by about 5:30 here. Seems like it's even earlier than that it's dark, but usually about 5:30. It is basically pitch black, and doing anything outside involves a light. But I do like this time of day. These chickens are out and about. Our new layers, checking on eggs here. We didn't do it at feed time. We have not been getting a ton at all. Usually just 1 to 2 a day. And we've got our normal 2. This coop normally has 2 eggs in it. Don't have my egg basket, just got my pockets. And if you've ever collected eggs, you know that's a dangerous move right there, but we're gonna attempt it. I'm gonna put up this bar in here so they don't sleep in here at night. And let's check this other side here. Cross our fingers that we've got more than just 2. And that is a big no. Oh, just a second. Look at this. Someone got close to the box, but not quite in the box. So that is 3 eggs today. That is the most. And it's been a while that we've been only getting 1 to 2 eggs. So I'm hoping the rest of these birds are coming into maturity. We're right around 22 weeks, and that should be about time for everyone to start laying. We've got them all on layer pellets now. You can see these chickens are friendly. I do enjoy them. Just checking inside. I don't see any others sitting in there, but the chickens are doing good. There's no change to them, except that we're starting to get more eggs. I better be careful here as I squat down and try and get a picture, because I can feel those eggs want to break in my pocket. So anyway, those are some of the changes we've had going on here. I'm really hoping by next spring that we can get that pond working and useful. I don't know if we'll use it for anything for animals, but I want to use it for personal use. I'd love to get some fish in there. Love to be able to use it to swim. I know Jamie doesn't like swimming in ponds. She wants a pool, but I don't mind a pond at all, especially if it's nice and cleaned out, which I'm hoping it's gonna be. So anyway, there's a few of the changes going on the farm. We've got those 2 pigs in with different boars. They may be bred already. We're not 100% sure, but just in case, we've moved them in. Maybe switching things up will help their situation. So as always, guys, we appreciate you following along. Hope you're having a good day where you are at. Don't forget to make the change, and we will see you on the next video.